Welcome to Little Steps, Big Gains and the 15-day Strength and Posture Challenge with a pillowcase. Welcome, it is day 15. This is so exciting that you're here. Stop for a minute. Be so proud of yourself for showing up and being here on day 15. Then let's jump in and get started. Our warm-up, our cross-body reach. Take one hand across your body, the other hand underneath, and gently pull it across. You know what we're doing here on day 15. Reminders that if you're standing up for the pillowcase portion, to put your safety first and foremost. Remember to breathe throughout the exercises. Do not hold your breath. And if you're the kind of person that holds your breath, just count out loud so that you're not holding it. Remember to move within a pain-free range of motion. All right, let's bring that arm down. The other arm, gently pull it across the body. Cross-body reaching, we know, is so good for the back of our shoulder. Remember this exercise as you go forwards for your shoulder health, warming up throughout the day or for other exercises. Can you believe it's day 15? It is incredible that you're here on day 15. I hope that you're so proud of yourself. Okay, our good morning stretch. Our hands are together. We're reaching up, around, and down. We're just kind of warming everything up, waking everything up, right? We're stretching out the front of our shoulders, squeezing our shoulder blades to stretch out the front and wake up the back muscles. Oh my gosh, it's day 15. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Overcoming all sorts of obstacles to be here today. All right, grab your pillowcase. Let's get started. Round one, our forwards press. You can go ahead and get started, but our hands are towards the end. We're squeezing our shoulder blades, so we're setting first. Then we're pulling forwards and backwards. We always do a minute. It is not about going faster. If this is easy, it's about pulling apart harder, okay? So if you need to make this harder, remember it's not about speed, because this is all about control. You're not holding your breath, right? So if you hold your breath, breathe and count. This is so good for us. And by now, maybe you've memorized some of the exercises that you can continue doing. If you're not going to repeat this program, but if you're repeating it, amazing. All right, hang in there with me. I'm feeling it. Oh my gosh, we have 10 more seconds. Hang in there, okay? Ooh. Last few. All right, one more. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh, I hope you've gotten stronger too. I know I have. All right, we're gonna give our arms a break. Thank goodness, okay? And you've got your two options. You either have your marching or your stepping, okay? So go ahead and get started with me. Either way, tighten your core muscles first. Tighten those core muscles. So the march is awesome. The step is awesome. Whichever one you're doing is awesome, okay? Everybody's customizing. Maybe somebody's doing a little step. Hey, you got this. Core muscles, posture. Be so proud of yourself for being here. Hang in there with me for 10 more seconds. Last one. Amazing. Whew. Switch sides, tightening those core muscles, okay? So we're not collapsing. Remember, if you're marching, that's awesome. The step in and out is just one way to make it a little harder. And if that's even easier, then make it higher. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. I'm even going to slow mine down a little, which really makes it a little more difficult because I have to hold it the whole way through. You got this. About 10 more seconds. Last one. Oh, fantastic. All right, take your poi, either roll it up or scrunch it up. Okay, we are just, we're going to pass in and out. So that is amazing. Now that it's day 15, you can add that rotation if you like. I'm just gonna go in and out today, but you can add that rotation. All right, so you know what we're doing, day 15, squeeze that pillowcase as you go in and out. Squeeze those shoulder blades. We're activating and waking up our back muscles, the muscles that help us with posture, that help us stand upright. All right, we need those for walking upright, for standing upright, for balance, okay? So we're squeezing our shoulder blades and we're squeezing that pillowcase. My goodness, all of us need that grip strength, okay? Now remember, you could be rotating. That's great too. So I'll show you, you could be rotating, and that's awesome. Whichever you prefer here on day 15. We're almost done. A few more, okay? Squeeze that pillowcase, squeeze those shoulder blades. Oh, amazing, amazing job. All right, we are going into our posture. We're gonna do our butt squeezes, okay? So I'd like you to squeeze your butt muscles for about 7 seconds. And then we'll rest for 2 seconds. All right, so I want you to go at your own pace. Trying to get 7 seconds in there if you can. Some people might only be at 5 or 3. In fact, if it's really easy for you, go up to 10, whichever you prefer. Tighten those butt muscles, squeeze those glutes. Hanging in there with me for 15 more seconds. Squeeze those butt muscles. Relax. Whew. Let's end round 1 with our coordination. We're going to spin today. All right, so put that poi in one hand, straighten it out. We're going to do it on an angle, okay? Scaption, not on the side, not in front, on an angle. And go ahead. Maybe you're going big and slow. Maybe you're going small and fast. I want you to find what works for you. The other thing, remember, maybe you're doing arm circles. That's amazing, okay? You don't have to use the pillowcase for this. You could be doing arm circles. That's awesome. Tighten your core muscles, sit up tall. We are activating our muscles up here. There's a fantastic research study on rehabilitating the rotator cuff muscles. They're the 4 muscles that stabilize our shoulder. I'm gonna mix it up for you. And rehabilitating those to stabilize them. And guess what they did? They did spinning and they did dropping. That dropping exercise where we drop our pillowcase, which we are doing in round 2. They did that so fantastic. A few more seconds, okay? Oh, amazing. Switch sides, either arm circles or spinning. Spinning small and slow, spinning big and big and slow, small and fast, whichever works for you. This is not easy. I hope on day 15 it's getting a little easier, but it still might not be easy. Day 15, you're here. That's amazing. Tightening your core muscles, sitting up tall. Doing great. Fantastic. Hang in there with me for about 10 more seconds. All right, a few more seconds. Relax. Great job with round 1. Round 2, take that pillowcase. We're gonna do forward circles, okay? You can jump in here. Remember, your poise starts, or your pillowcase is back. Start by setting your scapulas. Then go up, forwards, down, and back. All right, up, forwards, down, and back. We have our minute each time. This is so good for us. I love the stretch up. That's such a good stretch. We're stabilizing our shoulder muscles all the way. Tightening your core muscles so we're not collapsing, right? If it's easy, pull that pillowcase apart. Do not go faster, okay? If it's difficult, take a break. Maybe reduce the tension on your pillowcase. Everyone is customizing. All right, one more. Oh, amazing job. All right, let's go to our, round 2, our leg exercises. Okay, either kicking straight or going out and in. You might go out and down. I want you to pick what works for you. I am gonna go out, in, and down today. Shoulder blades back, activating your core muscles. Make this a core exercise by activating those core muscles the whole time. So zipping them up, okay? Tightening them up and not holding your breath, okay? If you're holding your breath, count out loud, which it's hard to count and listen to me, but at least you're not holding your breath then. Doing so good, okay? A little bit longer, 10 more seconds. Last one. Awesome. Let's switch sides. So I have a free platform called Patreon. You can find that linked. Usually Patreon is an avenue to support your content creator, monetarily to support them. There's different tiers, but there's also a free tier. The tiers are free, $1 a month, $3 a month, $5 a month. I think there's 8 and I think there's 15. I don't know, it's been a while, but keep going here. I explain this because I like to put polls up to hear from you. What did you like? What are you struggling with? Or the music levels, too soft, too loud. The money, it helps me with supplies, new equipment. This is all my free time. This is weekends, mornings, evenings. I don't really get money based on monetary ads. All right, relax. So, something to think about, that's linked below. Okay, passing overhead rainbows. Okay, for Patreon, this is an advertisement. Even if you support $1, it's really meaningful. So even $1 a month is so meaningful. All right, Elizabeth, focus, rainbows. So what we're gonna do today with our rainbows is, I'm just getting our timer up, stopwatch. Okay, both arms are up, opening, squeezing those shoulder blades, passing, squeezing that poi, that pillowcase. Now maybe you want to rotate today, which is amazing. It feels so good, doesn't it? Maybe you're going forward. I want you to customize. I want you to do what works for you. Tighten your core muscles as we sit up tall. Doing so good. I usually don't bring up Patreon a lot because it sounds like I'm asking for money, but remember the tiers are free, $1, $3, so please understand that it's more for community and support than it is about me advertising here. All right, one more on each side. Last one. Ooh. Fantastic job. That was so good. All right, I got to keep an eye here. We're doing chin tucks for our posture, okay? So I turn so that you can see me. We got to do the turtle and tuck, okay? So turtle out, tuck back, double chin, right? Turtle and tuck. We're going to hold our tucks today. Turtle it out, tuck it back. Turtle and tuck. Turtle and tuck. Last one, turtle and tuck. Remember, our chin tucks are for our posture, our deep neck flexors that help hold our head up. Very good. Without those neck muscles, we hang. So those neck muscles, always remember your chin tucks as you leave this challenge, okay? All right, our last for round 2 is our coordination. You know, we do strength, posture, coordination. Today we're dropping, okay? So you kind of know what to do. You're either creating a C or you're doing a hook grasp on top. We are dropping and catching. Now, dropping and catching is hard. So you might be fluttering. That's awesome. We're doing it on an angle, okay? That's called scaption. So we're not going to the side or the front, but on an angle. I loved dropping. This is the one that was really in the research article, but they were doing weights when they did it. They started with 1 pound and they were doing, I don't even know how many reps. They were trying to get up to, I think it was like 50 or 100 reps. I'd have to look at the study. Dropping and catching. If you drop it, safety when you go to pick it up, okay? A few more, okay? This one is so good for our coordination, for our shoulder. Awesome. Whew. Switch sides, dropping and catching. Remember, if you're fluttering your arm without the pillowcase, that is awesome. In fact, that even might be harder. But you find what works for you, okay? And maybe you're getting better at your dropping and catching, and that's exciting. Such a fun one when you get the hang of it. And it's a goofy one. When I do this in our rehabilitation hospital, I work with I'm on the neuromuscular unit at a rehabilitation hospital, and people laugh at first, and then they just love it. Few more. See what I mean? Awesome. Great job. Oh, and that was it for round 2. Round 3, we're gonna pull and do circles backwards today. We just did forwards, so now we're doing backwards. So go ahead and hold your point, set your scapulas first, always set. Pull, down, forwards, up, and back. So good for us. Tighten those core muscles. Remember, I only turn so you can see me. You don't have to turn. I'm just showing you that motion, okay? Doing so good, tightening your core muscles. If you've been enjoying this challenge, I hope you share it. Share it with others. Say, hey, it's free, first off. Second off, all you need is a pillowcase. You don't need to buy equipment, and it is so effective for the shoulders, effective for the core, the legs, and the posture. One more. Oh, amazing job. All right, to the legs, we're doing mudslides, okay? So as a reminder, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna lift your leg, kick it, put that heel down and slide it back. This is much easier with the chair in front, but I'm just demonstrating from the side so you can see what the heck we're doing. Okay, now we are making sure that we tighten our core muscles, and we're making sure that our shoulder blades are back. We are not collapsing, okay? So we're kind of kicking and sliding, mud slides. Okay. This is so good for our gait pattern. If you walk, that heel strike. Hang in there with me for 20 more seconds. I take it back, it's about 10 more seconds. All right, very good. Switch sides with me. I'm only turning so you can see me. This is much, much, much easier for when you're actually sitting on a chair correctly. You're doing fantastic. You're tightening your core. Your shoulder blades are back. You're amazing for being here. Fantastic. Hang in there with me for about 15 more seconds. We're almost there. Last one. Fantastic job. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up, round up. Whew, it's day 15, so we're gonna add a little bit more coordination. We're gonna do diagonals, but switching, all right? So this is super difficult. If it is hard, and you're like, what the heck? Then just do diagonals in the same direction. Just do the same direction, okay? So you can start with that. Now, if you've got the hang of that, we're gonna rotate. So the pillowcase is always on the top arm. The top arm, okay? Try, I'm gonna be quiet. Tighten your core muscles. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. The pillowcase is always on the top arm. If you've only done one direction, switch directions. Almost there. Oh, amazing job. All right, we're going back to our glutes and we're adding clamshells for this one, okay? So our feet are together, okay? We're gonna let them fall out and we're gonna come in and squeeze those butt muscles, okay? The first round was just the glutes and now we're adding our clamshells. All right, out, in, and squeeze. You could be squeezing your knees together while you squeeze your butt muscles. Out, in, and squeeze. Core is tight, shoulder blades are up, so we're sitting up tall. Ooh, out, in, and squeeze. If you need to take a break, take a break. Last one, out, in, and squeeze. Oh, amazing job. That was for our posture. Those glutes, our hip extensors to stand upright. All right, we end round 3 with coordination. All right, back to spinning, okay? But I just want to tell you, it is your last exercise. If you like dropping better and you're like, Elizabeth, I want to end this session or this challenge with dropping, do that. All right, but if you're spinning, we're on an angle or dropping, and we are spinning fast, spinning slow, spinning big, small. You're customizing, but you are tightening your core and sitting up tall. About 10 more seconds. Few more seconds, okay? Oh, amazing job. Switch sides. If you think about it, this is our last round, our last exercise. I'm mixing it up to show you that you can customize this. Big, small, fast, slow. Maybe arm circles. Guess what? 20 more seconds on our last exercise. Almost there, 5 more seconds. Oh, amazing job. That was our last exercise of round 3 and for this challenge. Congratulations, you finished day 15 out of 15. That is amazing. Just stop for a minute, maybe give yourself a hug, but give yourself credit. You deserve it. Say, holy crap, I am so proud of myself, because there were so many people that started this challenge and they kind of trickled off, but I actually stuck with it and I actually finished. And that means that I'm pretty resilient and I'm pretty strong and I'm pretty determined. And that's amazing. I am amazing. I'm not talking about me. I'm asking you to tell yourself that. Because if you don't believe you're a strong person, let me tell you, you just proved that you are. Be so proud of yourself. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, there's other challenges that use household objects. I love the sitting balance with a broom challenge. That one is awesome. There are bands, there are household objects for strengthening, there's Tai Chi, so there's so many other free resources. Also, if you enjoyed this, please, I would love it if you would share it with others. Please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment. I love comments because it means you're there. People are there. You're listening. When I don't get any of those things, first off, Google doesn't see me. I get buried, okay? There's this algorithm, which is why I'm like, please subscribe and share. But then the comments show me that people are out there, that they did this, and that gives me the motivation, the inspiration to do more, okay? Patreon, you could be free, $1 on a month, $3, $5, $8, $15 a month. You can cancel at any time, but it's a great opportunity for me to talk to you, and any dollar is so appreciated. But beyond all that, check out the other free resources below. The meditation, got to remember to remind you on that because that is life-changing. But come back. I know that you could do other challenges with me. If you liked this, repeat this challenge, okay? But I would love for you to come back, okay? Because little steps together, we can make some big gains.